Hello students. Now in grade 11th and 12th you will be talking about two types of geometry. One is a two-dimensional 2D geometry and the other is a three-dimensional 3D geometry. Now under 2D geometry we will have terms like locus, circle, straight lines, ellipse, hyperbola, parabola, all these stuffs. And in a 3D geometry we'll be dealing with stuffs like vectors, 3D lines, 3D planes. Now, under today's topic, we'll be starting two-dimensional geometry. Okay, and under two-dimensional geometry, the first topic that we are going to see is locus. Now, understand students that locus is the base of two-dimensional geometry. Now, when I say locus, I think we must start with the definition of locus. And we'll be discussing two definitions of locus. The first definition says that locus is defined as a set of points that satisfy a given geometrical condition. And the second, which I personally like, the second definition, it says that locus is the path followed by a point under given geometrical condition. Okay, so these are the two definitions. Now, I think in order to understand the definition, let us take a couple of examples. The first example is this: set of all points equidistant from a given fixed point. Here, let us consider a fixed point, say O, and let us consider some distance like say R. So you can see P1, P2, P3, all these points are at distance R from O. Okay, so they are equidistant. Now you imagine and you think how many points like these are possible. Yes, there can be infinite such points. Okay, and all these infinite points, when they come together, they will look like something this. So what is the shape? Yes, it's a circle. So this is the locus that is formed and we call this as a circle. So we can say the locus of all points equidistant from a given fixed point is a circle. Circle becomes your locus. Let us take a second example. It says set of all points which are equidistant from endpoints of a line segment. For this, let us consider a line segment AB. Now, as per the condition, the point should be equidistant from A and B. Now, one such possibility is the midpoint of AB, don't you think? So, this here is a midpoint of AB which will be equidistant from A and B. Now, is there any other point that is possible which will be at equal distance from A as well as B? Here, see, this point is possible. So this is another possibility. Also, this point is possible. Another possibility. One more possibility is here. So all these points are possible. Now, when you join all these points, we'll get this particular locus, and this locus is a perpendicular bisector of AB. So we can say that the set of all points equidistant from the end points of a line segment is nothing but the perpendicular bisector of that particular line segment. Okay. So we can say all these curves, all these shapes, all these are nothing but locus. Now, having discussed about the definition of locus, I think it is time for a very important topic based on this, which we call as equation of a locus. Now students, understand that every locus will have its own equation. Okay. Now this equation, this will be the characteristic of that particular locus. Okay. We can safely say that equation of a locus is nothing but the relation between the coordinates of every point that lies on the locus. Okay. Now whatever points are on the locus, that point will satisfy the equation of locus. Now, what do we mean by equation? Nothing but a simple expression where equality sign is involved and we will have two variables x and y. These x and y variables will define the points of that locus, okay? The relation that these points have with each other. Now this is known as equation of locus. Now you should always remember that lies means satisfies, which means that if a point lies on a locus, then it must satisfy the equation of locus. Okay. अब satisfy करना मतलब क्या? When in the equation of locus तुम्हारे पास x and y जो रहेगा इक्वेशन में, उस x और y के बदले अगर तुम उस x में x कोऑर्डिनेट और y में y कोऑर्डिनेट सब्स्टिट्यूट करोगे पॉइंट का, तो उसका LHS यानी कि उस इक्वेशन का LHS और उस इक्वेशन का RHS दोनों इक्वल रहेगा. ओके. Now, having discussed about locus, its definition, equation of locus, I think you guys are ready to start with questions of locus. Now remember, whenever you have to find equation of locus, you can find it using these 4 steps. So remember, when the question says find equation of locus, your brain should automatically say we need to follow 4 steps to find equation of locus. And these 4 steps are: the first step, you need to assume a point ph comma k on the locus whose equation is to be found. The second step is we need to apply the geometrical conditions to obtain an equation in terms of h and k. The third step says we need to eliminate all variables other than h and k. Now remember that this particular step is an optional step. The step 4 and the last step says you need to generalize the equation by replacing h and k with x and y respectively. And after you do all these 4 steps, you will get equation of locus. So students, we'll end this module over here, and the next module we'll talk about equation of locus in depth. We'll see different types of equations of locus. I mean, what all questions can be asked about it, what all questions you need to prepare, and then later on other concepts such as shift of origin, rotation of axis, and all other concepts. Okay, see you.